We're already off on a bad foot. Because the bike is in such a low power state, it reduces power output. It's in total mode, so we need to put it on a charger just so I can feel the power output. And of course it's being blocked, and they're all in use too. I'm a little agitated. I was under the impression that I was going to get like an hour with the bike, and I guess they're treating it just like any other demo ride. Also, it's almost too much work. Like, you have to take your head so far off the road just to look behind you. You know, just initial impressions. So last week, LiveWire announced the S2 Mulholland, their brand new motorcycle. And in an unprecedented way, the day that they announced it, it was available in dealerships to buy. Like, they had the motorcycle in the dealer to go and pick up. Once they made that announcement, I just knew that I had to go and do a test ride. So I'm heading to the closest dealer in Fairfax, which is about 2.5 hours away, to do a demo ride. You know, there's really not many motorcycle companies that I would do this for, because I think that LiveWire is doing something, or has done and is doing something that no other motorcycle company is doing. You see, to me, LiveWire doesn't make electric motorcycles. They make motorcycles that just so happen to be electric. And what I mean by that is, when you look at a LiveWire motorcycle, it's very hard to tell that it's an electric motorcycle. In fact, most people that come up to me when I'm riding it are shocked that it's an electric, just because of how good their motorcycles look. And that's not to say that other motorcycles don't look good either. The Zero FX looks exactly like a supermoto bike. The Energica Xperia looks exactly like a Multistrada. But when you look at a LiveWire, it just looks like a motorcycle.
Overcome to accomplish your aspirations in life.
Agitated. When I talked to the rep here via text, I was under the impression that I was going to get like an hour with the bike, and I guess they're treating it just like any other demo ride. Also, the battery's at like 7%. I don't know how much of a ride we're going to get, so we're going to just start it off in chicane mode. All right, so initial impressions is, I didn't know this, but the handlebar is more narrow than the Del Mar, so it is more suitable for city riding. And see, this is what's, we're already off on a bad foot, because the bike is in such a low power state. It reduces power output, not by a lot, you can still get around, but it reduces power output. So whenever I give it throttle, it's very neutered right now because the charge is low. You know, they said that they did their inspection on it and that they threw it on the charger up to 30%. They need to put it up to 80%. But anyway, let's get back to the bike. All right, so it's in total mode, so we need to put it on a charger, but it definitely, you know, the Del Mar is a very nimble bike, but even this more narrow controls, I mean, it still feels really good. It still makes it even more of a responsive control. Like, this feels really good, making these quick, sharp turns. All right, so there's one right across the street. Caboose Commons Brewing. Yeah, you know where that's at? So I know that it looks cool having the mirrors down below the bars, but for me, it's almost too much work. Like, you have to take your head so far off the road just to look behind you. If it were me, I would flip the mirrors back up around just for pure safety. I have to move my hand so far out of the way just to look behind me. From an ergonomics perspective, the bike feels really, really good. You know, you can still lock your knees in just how you can on the Del Mar. underneath the fairing almost. Seat is infinitely more comfortable than the stock Del Mar seat. I will say that. You know, the Del Mar seat, it's not like it. I didn't get tailbone fatigue whenever I sat in it, but it was just always in the back of my mind that, man, this seat is just so hard. Whereas with this stock seat, very comfortable. It's very wide. I feel like I have a lot of room to kind of move forward and backwards to kind of adjust myself. I would say that it's on par with how comfortable the sport seat is on the S2 Del Mar. Yeah, overall, really, really comfortable riding position. So standing on this is perfect. I'm 6'1", 6'2" on a good day. Standing up is very comfortable. I'm not hunched over, I'm not leaning over the handlebars like I am on the Del Mar. From a standing position, seating position, it's totally fine. If given the opportunity, I will definitely put these 6-inch risers on the Del Mar because this is a very comfortable riding position. All right, so we are down to 3% battery. Now, according to the app, there was an electric charger here at this BMW dealership. There it is. And of course it's being blocked. And they're all in use too. We'll go up one more block, there's other chargers. You know, this is like the perfect environment for the Mulholland. Not, you know, it's not the only environment, but city streets, it's got the narrow bars. You know, if you live in a state that has legal lane splitting, it would definitely, it's more suitable in that environment. The Del Mar, probably not so much. Again, very, very comfortable bike. I just wish I had some juice from the get-go to kind of test out the different range modes. There it is. Yeah, it's going up. Okay, so did a little bit of a level 2 charge. We're back to 13%. I'm still in turtle mode, which is unfortunate. I really wanted to see what chicane mode was all about, but just didn't let it go enough. So, you know, just initial impressions. I mean, obviously, I can 1000% recommend the Mulholland. I wish that I had more time with the Mulholland in a demo setting. For the Del Mar, I had quite a bit of demo time. We're still the Del Mar demo fleet, or the LiveWire demo fleet that was still going around. That's not happening anymore. The only way you can get a demo experience is by going to dealers or special events. There's not like an 18-wheeler that's going around, a big truck trailer that's going around the country doing demos. You know, I wish I still had more time with the bike, but it is what it is. I didn't get all the time. I wish the battery had more percentage. I already know the S2 architecture. I already know what it feels like to ride that powertrain. It's a really fun bike to ride. I guess what I wanted to walk away with was what are my impressions on the ergonomics, because really the only thing that's the same are the battery, the charging unit, and the motor. That's the only thing that's the same on the across the S2 platforms. You know, it's an entirely new front end. Everything is new except for the screen maybe. But ergonomically, it is a super comfortable bike to ride. Very comfortable. Very confidence inspiring. If you were to take fast curves on it, you can lock your legs into the bike frame or into the battery frame. The seat is, as a stock seat, very, very comfortable. Really cool that you have different color options to pick from. Again, very comparable to the sport seat on the Del Mar. I mean, it's just a really good bike. If you were not going to be riding off-road at all or had no desire to take a gravel road, 100% get the Mulholland. Absolutely get the Mulholland. Yeah, I can't really say anything else about it. It's a beautiful bike. LiveWire did a great job with this. I love it. I wish I could buy it, but for me, 2 motorcycles is more than enough. But I know that people that buy the Mulholland are absolutely going to love the Mulholland. So look forward to to seeing what other people think about it, especially when it comes to owners.